Good evening and welcome to the iceHQ Ice Rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia on Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung traditional land for the iceHQ Next Gen Showcase Under 13 clash between the Wolverines in the blue and yellow and the Demons in the red. The Demons under 11s earlier on just played against the Wolverines, and they'd be looking to try and re-establish some balance after the under 11 Demons have had a bit of a rough outing for the last couple of games. The Wolverines have done pretty well so far for themselves. This is the last game of the evening tonight on the Friday night of this tournament, which runs through until Wednesday of next week, when the grand finals will be held again all here at iceHQ. If you're not aware of it, this rink is a full NHL size arena, 200 feet by 85 feet in dimensions in the old talk. You'd have to metricate that, but it's actually easy to do the sums and feet. But regardless, Wolverines and the Demons, and we're underway 2 18-minute periods as the Wolverines go in deep to start off their first little attacking rush. And watched closely though by Prendergast in defence for the Demons, calling for it up high on the point, but not able quite to keep it in. Sharky had a little bit of a chance, but under pressure now as the Demons come in to put some forcing pressure on through the work there of mystery number 741. We'll find out what that is in just a moment. Demons were just a little bit slow on getting that one in. Sorry, that was Patrick Circus. And now the Demons look to get a breakaway opportunity as they're being back-checked hard by the Wolverines. We're going to get a penalty on Jack Dillon for slashing. Chasing up behind the Demons player there in Patrick Circus. And we'll be doing 2 for slashing. So first power play of the game early on goes to the Demons. And this is 2 by 18-minute period. So unusually for hockey, which is normally played in 3 periods, we are playing 2 periods instead of 3. And they are 18 minutes, no stop time. First power play of the game to the Demons. We win the face-off, though, the Wolverines, and they clear the puck out of the zone. Nicely getting past everyone, picking it up and stealing it quickly is Zhang, who gets the puck deep into the corner for the Wolverines. Good way to play the penalty kill is to put the puck down the other end and keep it down there if you can. As the Demons look to do something constructive. All the players standing around, though, not much movement going on. It's going to get stolen from them again through the slot. The puck, they battle deep in the corner as the Wolverines putting good strong pressure on the Demons early on in the game. Shot fired in from a distance looking for a tip, trying to get past Webb in the net for the Demons. Was fired in by Forster. No, they've actually scored a goal from that, so it didn't look like it from here, but the referee's on the spot seen it. A wraparound goal has gone in. So a short-handed goal to the Wolverines early on. Better view of this from top down. Zhang it is who wraps around. Zhang with a beautiful little movement there, a little backhand wrap around. Lovely play. Urban now goes in for the Wolverines, gets around the first line of defence, but the puck is pushed away deep into the corner. 1 goal now the lead to the Wolverines. 1 minute to go on the Dillon penalty. They take a shot from the distance. It's lobbed high and wide. Second chance though as they dig away. Wolverines with good scoring opportunities. It doesn't look like a penalty kill at all as far as they're concerned. They've got 1 goal on it. Now they'll have to go back and play fetch as Forster has to pick it up under pressure there from Man Thomas. Now the Wolverines come breaking out the puck once more up ice. Lovely connecting pass, trying to get onto the stick of the deep pushing forward to go behind the net, the Wolverines. Puck lost in the corner. 30 seconds to go on the Dillon penalty. It's been all Wolverines so far on the penalty kill. Sometimes they get called a power kill. They put the puck across looking for Zhang, who went past him. And now the Wolverines will chip the puck in. Some of the players in this game have just played in the previous one in the under 11s, now playing in the under 13s as well. So he got a couple of goals in the previous one. May find his fortunes a little bit different with the bigger team. But we'll see. 3 seconds to go on the power play. And Dillon back on the ice. We're back to full strength hockey. Integrate straight back into the game wisely there. 44 for the Wolverines. Goes in deep into attack. Looking to circle around and create some scoring opportunities. Being watched closely though by Lennartson. The puck is brought up high out of the zone. It's going to be brought in though by Urban, who tried to get a shot away, but that was blocked. Going up going to pick it up Zhang. Last line of defence, chips the puck up. Fortunately to his own teammate who was coming back just with a little step there. Dillon gets some speed, gets onto the forehand, goes wide, shoots. quite sure why that one didn't go in, but something got in the way. It's a good piece of movement there by Dillon straight out of the penalty box. And they circle around. It's picked up now by Zhang, who tries to put the puck into the slot. Demons looking once more to clear the puck out of the zone. Zhang's there again. Dillon will go in once more. Tries to get around two. Puck's deep in the corner. Stick gets in the way though. Demons doing a good job of clearing it. They're just a little bit casual there, getting the puck out of the zone. Not able to clear it quite there was Leonardson. And it goes into the net for another goal for the Wolverines. Just a chip shot there over the left-hand shoulder of Webb. Awkward position for a goaltender to make the save. 2 goals the lead to the Wolverines with 12 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the first of 2 periods. Referees this evening, Brian Johnson from the Melbourne Ducks and Craig Armstrong-Frey. Shoveling the puck forward there, Bernardo, who got the puck nice in and deep for his teammates to go in and fetch. Demons looking to get the puck out of the zone. They didn't get a shot on the net in the previous game in the under-11s. They'd love to change that in the under-13s if they can. Managed to clear the puck out of the zone this time, and it'll be picked up and retrieved by Sharkey, who shoved the puck in deep. And they come back. And this time it's onto the stick of Dasano, who gets a shot away. Save this time made, but the second one through bobbles around. But the save is made by Webb in the net for the Demons. It's an awkward bounce. There, Webb managed to get a stick and just direct it into his glove. Defensive zone face-off now for the Demons. They set it up. Face-off won by them, but it's not clean, and the Wolverines will win it back up high. Goes up to their point. Davey takes a shot in through from distance, but body's blocked and got in the way of that one. Take another shot from a distance. It's high and wide, and Webb watches that one sail past there outside of the net. And the Demons will clear the puck out of the zone. Racing back with more speed to get there. The Wolverines, who've been consistently quick all evening in all the grades they've played, just winning those races and enforcing the icing. So an icing now on the Demons. They can't get a change. Wolverines can. If you're not familiar with the rule, if you play the puck from your own side of the rink, your side of the red line down the middle, and it crosses the goal line at the other end, no one touches it first, and it's icing, and you're brought back to your own end for a defensive zone change, defensive zone face-off. Cannon was loaded up, but it wasn't a clean shot by Dillon, who's now calling for it in the Ovechkin Memorial position, but doesn't need it. Now Dillon has it. Goes behind the net, puts the puck into the slot, was looking there for Bernardo, who was well positioned. Bernardo circling around, so too is Dasana. As Dillon battles with it behind the net. He's pushed away from it though, nice battle for position. Now the Demons have an opportunity, it's 1-on-2 though. Coming back the other way and getting there first. Forster will get a stick down in the way and break up the rush. Going in though to pick it up. Picking up now is Prendergast, who gets onto it. Went across the front, well positioned. The Demons had a good chance. Quite able to get a stick on it was McMillan. Was well positioned. Now the Wolverines fire it through the slot. Goes wide. No one was there able to get a stick on it. Puck comes out. Wolverines have it again. That was just Forster pushing the puck back in the corner wisely, keeping the Demons under a lot of defensive pressure. Forster back with it, just can't quite keep the puck in. Chipped it across to Zhang. Zhang shovels it into the zone. Smart play. Demons can't clear the puck out of the zone. Forster now has a bit of room. Gets onto his forehand, shoots. Diving to get out of the way of it. Some of the Demons defence. Another shot fired, but it hits bodies. Now the Demons with a chance for a break if they can get clear. They get it out of the zone. But you can just see that there's 3 or 4 Wolverine bodies back so quickly, shutting down all of those moves by the Demons so far. Demons getting a couple of changes. Not as many fresh legs as I'm sure they'd like. Pass across wasn't a good connection. Sharkey will go back and pick it up now for the Wolverines. Chips the puck up the boards, but only as far as a whole heap of waiting Demons. Elliott will try and shovel it backhand. Prendergast looking for a penalty, and he's going to get one. As soon as the Wolverines touch the park, there's going to be a penalty, and it will be, it's a tripping foul. It'll be a tripping foul on Pisano. 8 minutes and 25 seconds to play in. The first of two periods, 2 goals to the Wolverines from 7. Demons yet to get a shot on the net. As a result, yet to trouble the scorer. And now they've got their second power play of the game, and they take advantage of it this time. The first one resulted in a short-handed goal to the Wolverines. Not what they would have wanted, and there's a chance for them to go again. Wolverines coming through with speed. And they've got 2-on-1 if they hurry, and they do, to get the shot through, but goaltender got enough in the way, and it's loose and bobbling around the front. Goaltender makes the save. Ran behind the back of the net, but we've got a pause. Desana with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go on the penalty. The clock should stop, and it does. The way this works is that the timer for the penalty does not stop, so players have to sit their entire penalty, even if the game stops. It's kind of how it should be in all levels of hockey. The Wolverines will get the puck up high, gets across to Sharkey, who turns, shovels it in on a backhand, perhaps had more time than he realised. They battle in the corner, and Osborne for the Demons tried to do something constructive. They're on the power play of the Demons. They've got 5 against 4, but they're pinned in their own zone at the moment. So Wolverines doing an excellent job on the penalty kill, just pouring on more and more pressure. Shot fired from a distance is high, rattles off the glass. Now the Demons with a bit of chance if they can do something constructive. Pinching in was Forster. So that was Zolan pinching in. Now the Demons with a little bit of room, but they run into their own feet, unfortunately. And we're going to get a penalty on the Demons this time. So we're going to be 4-on-4 for about a minute. That's for a cross-check. That's when you whack your opponent with the stick held in 2 hands. Bit of a no-no. So we're 4-on-4 for a minute. And then the Wolverines will have the power play for a minute. 6 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the first. 2 goals the lead to the Wolverines, a minute on the Desana penalty and 2 minutes on the Osborne. So we'll be 4-on-4 for a minute. Puck drops, clock starts. Over into the corner, it'll be picked up by Dillon, who gets around the first lot of pressure. Tries to get onto a forehand, does. It's loose in the slot, bobbling around. Can they score? They do. Loose player in the slot once more for the Wolverines. The goalie was committed on one side, couldn't do anything much about it. And so the Wolverines have a goal. I think that was Dillon. Doesn't nullify any of the penalties. The referee saying it was an even strength goal. So we're still 4-on-4. Dillon this time wins through, gets around 1, gets around 2, forehand shot, and just rattles around beside the high of the net, missed it by just a millimetre or 2. There's a good chance for Dillon, has another chance, reloads, forehand shoots, wide again. The Demons standing still and just letting it happen at the moment. Dillon gets it again, forehand, shoots, high over the shoulder. That's 3 shots and none of them actually been on the net. Can't help but think if they went on the net, they'd probably go in. So they were having a little bit of a tumble. There's 13 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Desana would back out in 10. Very nearly the end of the 4-on-4 situation. And then the Wolverines will be on the power play for a minute. Desana's back on the ice. We're 5-on-4. Penalty over for the Wolverines. 5-on-4. Demons now forced to kill. Penalty puck across the front of the net. Battling for it is Prendergast. And now the Wolverines go across the front. Dillon again, shoots wide again. And needs to arrange a target practicing session for him. Another chance though. Dillon wraps around, gets around, forehand, shoots some distance. This time it's on the net. And this time it's in the net. Dillon makes amends for 3 wide ones and 1 in the twine. Lovely little forehand shot. Nice and close. Just handcuffed the goaltender, and the Wolverines are out to 4 goals to nil lead with 4 minutes to go. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey now. That nullifies the penalty. And we've got a technical infraction. We're not quite exactly sure what. Just got a little bit of confusion here. The referees making an uncharacteristic misunderstanding of the game situation. It was a power play goal. And so no penalty there, the decision. And we'll get underway. 4 goals the lead from 12 for the Wolverines. None from none for the Demons so far. They've got to get some shots on the net. Forster dumps the puck in. Wolverines put the puck across into the slot, but it's just pushed away nicely there by the Demons' defence. Puck up high, it's picked up by Forster, who winds, shoots, but it hit a body. It was McMillan who got in the way of that one. And Forster just lucky to get away with that one. Found Zhang, played the puck up to his teammate. Zhang with the puck again, looking once more to find a connection. Does so with Urban. Urban now has the puck on the forehand. Goes wide, gets a shot in. Didn't have much on it, but it made it through to the goalie. This time the puck is cleared out of the zone. Zhang will pick it up, looks across ice, finds Forster again. Forster looks up ice, plays up, and finds Willard. Puck across the front was nice. It was a beautiful pass, a great option. Just not quite able to finish it off on that occasion. We're going to get another penalty, and it's going to be on the Demons as soon as they touch the puck for a trip. Not pulling the goaltender though, the Wolverines. They could if they wanted to. In that circumstance, the Wolverines could pull the goalie and go 6 on 5. They chose not to. They're going to get the penalty instead. And they'll get the penalty anyway. It's called a delayed penalty. And we're getting a tripping penalty, and it's on Ashton McMillan, who will be sitting 2. So the Wolverines go to the power play for the last 2 minutes of this period. We've only got 1 minute and 40 to go in this period. And McMillan will be probably spending the entirety of the rest of this period in the box, unless a goal is scored. Could well happen, certainly the way the Wolverines have been playing so far. They've been dominant thus far. Chipping the puck out forward, Zolan in the last line of defence for the Wolverines. They're on the power play. Stealing it though, Prendergast, who tries to get some room. Now we've got a return penalty. It's going to be on Sharkey, I think. We'll be doing 2 for a trip. And we will be 4 on 4 for the last minute of the period again. It's a big rink. This is an NHL-sized arena, under 13 players on a full-size rink. And when there's just 4 of them, that's an awful lot of empty real estate, a lot of room to move. Prendergast looking to load up for the Demons to try and get a shot on if they can win the face-off. We're looking for Clinch to try and pass the puck across to Prendergast, who's sitting high. The Wolverines win the face-off, however, and they come through with numbers. Zhang now, who's pushed into the corner, gets onto his forehand, pauses, waits and shoots and scores. Zach Zan made that one look just a little bit too easy. And just over the shoulder there of Webb. There wasn't much Webb could do in that circumstance. It's another even strength goal with 20 seconds to go in the first. Wolverines out to a 5-0 lead. Still 4 on 4. And we're going to get a few seconds of play. And so Dylan was just pinching in, trying to get one more shot to go, but he's going to run out of time. And he gets a shot away just on the buzzer. At that time, Webb was there, and it would have been right on the buzzer. An interesting call as to whether or not it would have been a goal. But it didn't matter because Webb saved it. And we will be starting the second with the Wolverines, Sharkey serving 1 minute and 36, and the Demons, McMillan serving 1 minute 19. So it'll be 4 on 4 for the first minute and 20 seconds. And then we will be Demons on the power play for about 7 seconds. My maths is doing the right thing. 17 seconds, sorry. Get there eventually. The Demons pretty desperate to find a solution to the problem they've been having this evening. They've been unable to get a shot on the net at all in their under 11 or so far this under 13s game. And to their credit, the Wolverines have been excellent on the back check. They're chasing back hard and just chopping down everything every time the Demons get any sort of momentum going. They would ideally love to get a couple of shots on the net and get a goal and give themselves something to take home for tonight. As much as you know that it's not all about winning, certainly in junior hockey, it certainly does help to be competitive. Certainly feel a lot better. Face off this time won by the Wolverines. Just holding up on the line there, Bernardo, who just paused under pressure from Elliott. Goes into the corner, hesitates, up into the high slot. Shot fired, but the block got in the way there. Dylan was impeded by some nice work indeed by Prendergast. Now Bernardo goes behind the net. They're still 4-on-4. There's lots of room. Going in to pick it up is Sturkis, who gets a little bit of room, but is robbed of the puck by Dylan. Dylan blows a tire in the process, though. Sturkis now has it, but can't hold on to it. Dylan steals it again, but loses the footing once more in the process. Now the Demons with a little bit of chance. It's on the stick of Elliott. Elliott being pressed by 3 bodies. Pushes into the corner. Sturkis has it. Well, he's had some pressure on it, but now it's the Wolverines coming back the other way. Wolverines getting some, Demons getting some changes. Sturkis has it now, but is robbed of the puck once more as they battle through the neutral zone. 35 seconds to go on the Sharky penalty, 17 seconds on the McMillan. So here come the Wolverines once more, and it's on the stick of Dylan, who has been effective, if a little inaccurate at times. Sitting high, Dylan, waiting to pick it up. Now the puck comes across the front. We are back to 5-on-4 as McMillan comes out, straight out of the box, picks up the puck, gets a shot, and scores a goal. That's exactly what the Demons needed at this point in the game. McMillan comes straight out of the penalty box, picks up the stretch pass, gets in solo, and scores one for the Demons. Exactly what they needed. And that, for those of you watching the game, is a really, really good reason for why when you come out of the penalty box, you pay attention. You don't go off and just get a blind change. If you see an opportunity like that, you take it. And that's exactly what McMillan did there, and just put the Demons on the board. Austin McMillan with their first goal for the game. Outstanding piece of game situation reading, and that's put a little bit of sting into their tail. Now coming through Prendergast, but is robbed of the puck by the Wolverines. Now they come back the other way. Urban tries to get onto the backhand, circles around instead, loops it up high to a D partner. Song's up high but covered, not a good option. They try to get a shot through the slot, but getting a body in the way there was Lennartson. Now the Wolverines robbed of the puck on the half boards. The Demons will clear the puck out of the zone, but only to a congested neutral zone. Now coming in, Dasana goes into the corner. Demons with a little bit more impetus. That goal has certainly lifted their spirits. That's what they needed. Behind the net now, the Wolverines go. If the Demons can get another one quickly, that'll certainly raise their spirits a lot more. A lot of this is about emotion. Shot fired from the distance by the Wolverines goes wide. It was Zhang who fired that one. Song up waiting for it, gets it, chips it in. Now the Wolverines behind the net in Gretzky's office. They put the puck into the slot and they score. Just waiting there in the slot was a Martin Urban, who picked up the pass from behind the net and just tapped it straight through the goalie's legs. See Urban just sitting there. Lovely little 5-hole goal. Been some good energy from the Demons for a couple of minutes. See if they can maintain that a little bit. Now 5-on-5 hockey. Home there for the Wolverines. Wasn't a clean face-off win. Thompson now skating in with help. Gets around one but leaves the puck behind as Prendergast had it down at her feet. There's the puck up ice. Goes up to Zoo, though, who gets a shot from a distance. Just fans on a bit, maybe looking for a tip in. McCombs there. Couldn't quite get a handle on it. Now it just dribbles. It just trickled through the front of the zone. It'll be, Wong will get there first for the Demons, but is robbed of the puck. And now it goes behind the net once more into Gretzky's office. This time it's McComb trying to return the favour, put the puck into the slot. Does so. It's through the 5-hole and it's another goal. McComb set that one up. And waiting for it was Willard. It was beautifully positioned. And that's 2 loose players just floating in the slot. The Demons not taking those players out. And it's just that loose puck and straight through the 5-hole. We're underway again. 13.5 minutes to go in the second. 7-1 now, the lead to the Wolverines. Shot fired from distance by Dylan is straight through. Another one straight through the 5-hole there of Webb. Dylan's managed to dial in the accuracy on that shot, and it started to go in. Face off this time won once more by the Wolverines. Getting around 1 and 2. Dylan runs into trouble. McMillan was there and just puts a body in the way. Good play there, McMillan not shirking the issue. Up high, Sharkey who's calling for it. Dylan goes into the corner unmarked. McMillan comes in to put some pressure on, takes the puck off nicely. Good play, McMillan, the goal scorer from the Demons from earlier, doing a great job. Shot comes in from a distance. Again, McMillan just trying to break that one up. It's now Kinch who has it for the Demons, clears the puck out of the zone. But the Wolverines regain and reload. It's Dylan who tries to get past 2, runs into a body. Moves the puck behind, but now it's Bernardo who gets around backhand and forehand again. Just gets onto the forehand, chipped the puck across. Ran into the legs though of Bender who was in the way. Playing the puck up to Sharkey. Sharkey loads, shoots from a distance. Deflected off something. It may have been that Webb just got a stick onto that. Just a deflection off Sharkey. This time has forced to dump it in under pressure from Kinch. Goes behind the net once more where the Wolverines have been very effective. 2 goals from there so far. Now they play the puck back up. Sharkey has it. Just chips it back in over Kinch. Pretty big size difference between these players sometimes in this grade. It's under 13, so these kids can be 12, and you can be pretty big as 12, and you can be pretty small at 12. Certainly the size difference is quite imposing. Demons looking now to clear the puck out of the zone. They can't quite do it though. It's robbed again. Bernardo has it. Darsana puts the puck into the slot. Goes across to Willard, who finishes it off. That was Willard anyway, I'll know for sure when we see the number. Willard again, so Willard's hat-trick. 9 goals to the Wolverines, 1 to the Demons. Underway again, this time the Demons has chipped the puck through and it's Urban who steals that one from the face-off, gets past one, but is stopped at the blue line. Prendergast couldn't quite get a stick on it, and the Demons will look to play it out of their zone. It's not out cleanly, but they get it out of the zone. Looking for the cross-ice pass unwisely was Song calling for it when it would have been a very poor option. But at this point, it's a little bit academic. However, Webb this time makes a good save. Positional moving across, tracking the puck nicely. Got onto that one beautifully and makes a save. So Wolverines 9, Demons 1 with 10 minutes to play in the second and final period. In case you're wondering, it is 2 periods these games, not 3. Unusually for hockey. Demons looking to clear the puck out. Song comes in, shoots from a distance. It just goes a little bit wide. In fact, it doesn't make it through. Ran into something along the way. Now the Demons have the breakout. Prendergast left it behind. It was picked by Murphy. Now they get the puck out of the zone, but it's just flung back in by Song. Demons now got to clear the puck out of the zone and quickly if they can. Good forechecking pressure by the Wolverines, who do it again. Loose player in the slot. That time, I think it was Murphy who was just nice and high. See floating around. Just well positioned and nice pass across into the slot. Wolverines 10, Demons 1. 9 minutes to play. Wolverines win another face-off. Zhang plays it back to his deep partner, and they fling the puck up the ice, looking for McComb, but it's an icing, and they'll be brought back. So back they go for an icing. In the last game here at iceHQ for the evening for the Next Gen Showcase tournament. Games tomorrow and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, and the grand finals are on Wednesday evening. Very big program here. We've got quite a large number of teams this time as this program is growing. Some decent prize money too. Willard for the Wolverines. Chips the puck across, trying to find some help. Has McComb and Thompson, but they're dispossessed. Thompson calling for it. Up high on the point. Runs into a little bit of trouble, manages to get around it as Sagnetti couldn't tidy that one up. Just trapped briefly offside at the Wolverines. Is now driving in. He's Willett. Sang chips the puck in as well. There's a battle in front of the scorer's box. Puck is pushed down deep in the corner. It'll be picked up by Bender. Goes around behind the net, but is robbed of the puck. And the Wolverines look to reload. Nice little bit of deception on the step. As McComb takes a tumble, and will be picked up by Thomas, who lips behind the net, runs out of space. Is forced to play up, but Zhang receives the pass instead. Looks to put it into the slot. McComb floating around ominously in the slot as well. Now the Demons with a chance to clear the puck out of the zone. Just a little bit overly casual with it though. And Thomas was trying to be a little bit too fancy. There's the puck now though. Crosses the centre line, looking for an option. And they get a shot from a distance, but it just swings off the side, and I think that was the goal scorer from earlier, McMillan, who has to come back and do some more work. Bender now for the Demons, looks up ice, has a bit of room, plays the puck up the ice looking for McMillan, but it's picked, couldn't quite get there in time. We're going to have an offside, and just trapped offside there was McComb, who was just on the wrong side of the blue line. As the Wolverines are trying to make the entry. And we will have an offside call. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this final game for the first night of the Next Gen Showcase here at iceHQ. Come down and watch the hockey, it's a good show. Wolverines now just tipping the puck away. They don't need to do anything fancy. The Demons would love to get another one if they can. The first one certainly raised the tempo of their game and got a bit more emotion into it for a few minutes. If they can do that again, let's bring something really positive. As Dylan has the puck stolen from him by Kinch. Goes around the back of the net. Prendergast watching it as they dig away. But Webb's down and has the puck safe. And nothing will eventuate from that one, so the referee blows that one up. Doing a good job there of just getting a pad down and shutting the door. Face off once again won by the Wolverines. Have been great at the face off dot. Dylan tried to get a shot away, but was blocked there nice. Hookway did a terrific job lifting the stick. Cannon fired from a distance, goes wide. That was Sharkey who loaded that one up. Easty now puts the puck across the slot, went through everyone's feet. Sharkey fans on the shot. It was a good option. And now the Demons look to clear the puck out of the zone if they can. Sharkey chips in, just pushes the puck back into the corner. Now the Demons look to get the puck out of the zone. Sharkey does another good job on the blue line of just keeping it in. Prendergast will go down to try and sort it out for the Demons. But now it's the Wolverines once more with the puck on the half-boards. Dylan's calling for it, comes across, waits. He's got East with him as well. East holds the puck, puts the puck back across to Dylan, but Dylan gets picked. He's coming across in front. It's a one-on-none as Kinch tries to do something with it. Dylan loses the puck. Kinch has a chance, but oh, so close. Great opportunity in front of the net, but just couldn't quite take the puck with him. Now Dylan comes back the other way with a lot of speed. Gets around one, gets around two, gets around three, gets around the goalie and scores. Jack Dylan with a hat-trick now. A bit of a coast-to-coast run. Very nearly gave one away. It was a great opportunity just a few seconds beforehand. Kinch couldn't quite get hold of it. It was away. But, sometimes that puck just bounces a little bit awkwardly. And as soon as you like it, back the other way goes Dylan. And just puts another nail in the coffin. Wolverines out to an 11-1 lead. 10 goals up they are. 4 minutes to play in the second and final. And the Demons get another one. Puck comes zipping across to Urban, who gets a shot away, but it goes wide. Urban looking to be the recipient of a back pass. He gets it, takes a shot from the distance. It went through traffic, didn't make it through everyone. So it ran into McMillan, who's been terrific for the Demons. Scored the goal. McMillan just loses the puck under a footing, though. So there's 4 red jerseys in the way, shutting that one down and just taking away all the space. 3 minutes and 10 seconds now to play as Forster tries to dig it through. Staying onside just was Murphy, who drives in. 2-on-1, shots fired high, deflects off the shoulder, I think, of Webb. And behind the back of the net, it's loose and high. Demons will pick it up. As now it's Sturkis who has it. Puts the puck across, but stolen once more by a Wolverines player who picks it up and dumps it in. McMillan will battle for it on the boards in front of the bench. No offside, the call. Referee says that's okay. McMillan still battling for it. As it's stuck up on the half board, a little bit of a maul occurs. Sturkis tried to do something there for the Demons. Coming back the other way, free and in space is Murphy, waiting for it in the slot. Fanned on the shot, it was a wide open net. Murphy will be ruining that one. Sturkis goes through, trying to find someone to pass to. McMillan's been out on the ice for a while, but probably be looking for a change. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the game. 10 goals the lead. It's caught offside Murphy. He knew it too. Slammed the brakes on, but just overshot that line just a little bit. Was perhaps looking for a through pass, but it didn't quite happen. 2 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. Time the puck is dropped. It'll be a minute 50. Face-off won by McComb for the Wolverines. Wolverines have won just about every face-off. They've been superb at the dot. Saying now brings the puck safely around the back of the net. That's always a good decision. Looking to play the puck up the ice. The Demons in deep. A minute and 30 seconds to go. McComb now has the puck down at his feet. It's just pushed through. And it's wisely chipped up the board by Kinch, who does the smart thing. McComb calling for it up high. Receives a nice pass. Prendergast will go out to put some pressure on and just chip the puck outside the area, which is good play by Prendergast to shut that one down. Chipping away at the puck. Just on a minute now to play. Flying in is Thompson unmarked in the slot. They get the pass across and they do. Thompson with room and space and shoots just over the top shoulder of Webb. It was a great chance. Circling around but pushed hard off the puck there was Willard. The Wolverines once more settle it down. Prendergast will have to go back and fetch it for the Demons with just 40 seconds to go on the clock. Just a little bit casual with the puck. As the Wolverines will steal it with enthusiasm and vigour. Puck's loose in the slot. Cannon was fired there by Dillon, but Webb got onto it. Dillon using his body to just push the puck around, but coming back now the other way with just 15 seconds to go on the clock. It's a 1-on-2. Poke check by Dillon, takes the puck away. Now a chance for Demons, so close. Shot from a distance, fired twice there by Thomas. One great opportunity, but they're going to be beaten by the clock, the Demons. And in the end, that goes to the Wolverines 11-1. For the Demons, McMillan was outstanding with one, coming straight on at the end of a penalty and taking advantage of that game situation. Great learning opportunity there for young players to see how that was done. But for the Wolverines, 3 to Dillon, 2 to Zhang, Sharkey, so 2 to Zhang and Willard, 1 to Bernardo, Murphy and Urban. So a dominant display by the Wolverines for this evening. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the showcase this evening. We'll be back with you for loads and loads of games of hockey over the next few days.